Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Wartales. So, today we are in, or I should say today we are finishing up Ormance County. Because all we have left is Forecastle Rock. Last time we finished up Mance, which was the Legion. And realistically, we've essentially gathered up all 5 factions. We're now ready to march on Forecastle Rock. I actually don't see the Skellmar that would be helping us, but that's fine. But let's talk to these good folk.
The time has come to take what is rightfully mine, for the horns of war to herald my glory. Tonight, my banner shall wave over the ramparts of Forecastle Rock.
Your banner? Hey, at least she's going to be joining the battle as an archer, right?
Countess Montrevel. Glory to Edoran! Glory to the General!
For the God of Light, and our guide, Saint Giroux!
At least no one is really... Only her troops are really saying for her. Well, they do have some troops outside the gate. This isn't going to end well for them. So I'm going to activate preliminary assault here. The fight begins with allied units from the Legion already engaged against the enemies. Let's go. So let's take Forecastle Rock here. This is like the last bastion for the Skellmar where the High Yarl is supposed to be. So I do expect this to be a very, very long fight. Usually the sieges take like 30-45 minutes. And just because of everything, I'm just going to leave it like everything. I expect this to take a little bit longer, so we'll see how this goes, but yeah. Okay, so Magic here is going to fire off a few shots, and he's going to go to the battering ram. Then Feeham can push the battering ram as well. Here's Legat, my other crossbowman that I wanted. He can fire off a few shots, take the battering ram, then we take out the towers. That's been a really good strategy thus far. Past that, I don't really know. The Ulfark probably takes out the Hothead. And the Elfir probably takes out the Einharjar that is assisting me. Well, that's unfortunate, but we'll let that happen. So, taking out the... You know what? I'm going to try something here. I'm going to do the catapult. And I'm not sure how much damage this does. But if I can just hit the gate with this and take the gate out, that would be plenty for me. It does 4 or 50 damage. Unfortunate. And then there's going to be a lightning bolt there. Alright, so Legat, let's take out the Elfir here. Since they're burning, I get another shot. I did not hit the Sabertooth. I did not want to hit the Sabertooth. Reloading. Hitting the Elfir. We reload it again, hitting the Sabertooth. Once we move a little more to the side. Or I guess we can hit the Einharjar. And then the Elfir right there. Alright, going to our battering ram. Loading the battering ram up. And then... Magic. I'm not sure I'm going to do much to the Ulfark, but I'm going to try. Crit. Reload. Hit them again. I hit the wrong person. Reloading. Hitting the elf here. Reloading. Hitting the elf arc. Well, if one of those arrows that had been meant for the elf arc didn't hit the ally, we probably would have taken him out. Alright, Yarl. Let's hit the elf arc. Because he was at range, we reloaded. We're gonna crit him, so we reload. I feel like I'm wasting a shot if I hit him, so let's go for the elf ear here. I think we reload off that. So gonna go forward a bit, hitting the Drengar. I love that. I love it so much. Going forward a bit. No. We'll just hit the elf arc. That way, I was gonna have Feeham push this, but we'll have Skeda push it. Hey, buddy. Saw that one coming. Yes, Loki, can we get off my chair, please? Come here. Yes, I know. Okay. So. I see this archer tower about to fire. So, we're gonna blast it. Down it goes. This Einharjar is probably going to do damage to some friendly targets. Oh, gonna go for Pumbaa and Helera. Is Helera gonna get an attack of opportunity? I don't think so. Unfortunate. Next is Huskarl up there. So what we can do is make sure they don't hit my battering ram. Ludian runs up. Bandit focus, throws axe. Rampage. Throw axe. Wrath. Throw axe. If we run, we can get right next to the Elfir here. Throw an axe, and then hunt strike the Elfir. And then throw an axe. Alright, Aldous. I can't get him into a good position. Inquisitor. Ooh. Although I wouldn't get up there. Alright, here's one. So what I can do is I can galvanize the troops. Then I'm just gonna have Gabine get into the battering ram. Gonna push it up here. Once I, have an action. Attempting to get as close to this as I can and knocking the tower down. I think that's going to take out the Sabretooth, if I'm being honest. Oh, not close enough, but that's fine. Now, one of these should be able to get to the door pretty easily. Alright, they took another down. And now from here, we'll see what we can do. You know, I'm probably not going to use this on Grenos. So let's do suppressive fire here. This is going to do a lot of AoE damage. And maybe a crit takes out like a saber-tooth or something. Nope, okay. Then if we aimed shot, who scroll down. I still haven't gone through my temporary valor points. Moving up a tad. And I was originally aiming for that Drengar, but we can also take out the Elf here who I kind of didn't see out of the corner of my eye. There's galvanization, I do more damage. Okay, that Drengar is with the Legionary, so I don't really care. Inquisitor. We're gonna run up. We're gonna dash through these two. I'm gonna axe throw at the Scald. Bring up our Legionary friend. And then I'm gonna pound on the Einharjar so they don't do anything to us. And then I'm gonna get away from the battering ram so I don't get set on fire. $16 versus 51. You'd think they'd be sending reinforcements out, especially because I broke down their towers. No, I wanted to go through the mud. Alright, so I'm gonna piercing throw. Hitting the Huskarl and taking out one of the cats. And then we run. Huskarl, if we crit, we take him out. Attack of opportunity did the job. So I think I have an attack of opportunity oil on that spear. Okay. Where do we go from here? Ulfark, and then Ulfark there. So realistically, let's just... Captain Clarence takes out Einharjar. Taking Einharjar out, dealing nearly 700 damage with the strike. I can't move from here, so I guess ending turn. Oh, that's going to deal a little bit of damage to our Legionary friend there. Loki, are you already back, dude? Ooh. He took a big hit to go do that. Although he did take one out, so you got to give him some credit where it's due. Like, he knew he was going to drop. He was going to take someone with him. That Huskarl he was just by is about to go. Taurus. We're going to give everyone here inspiration. I'm going to run up to this Einharjar. We're going to wrath them. Then we're going to run up to the Huskarl. I didn't think I got burning on me. Darn. Taking the Huskarl out. I'm going to run back a tad then. Just so I don't get in the way of either of the battering rams. I would have thought you'd have done a knife throw at the saber-tooth there, dude. I'm kind of disappointed. Okay, they transferred a fragility for me. I can take... Oh, really? What fire am I running through? Okay, the fire is over here. How is there fire right there? I'm going to take out this Einharjar. I'm going to run right next to him before I do anything. Then I don't have a poison knife on him, unfortunately, but we can still just do a knife throw into Toxic Blade. I need to change that out before I go into like some really big stuff. Not to say that this isn't, but Clarice. Okay, we'll move up through this little bit. Just was being a little weird. So what we're gonna do is I am going to defensive stance, burst the Drengar. Wrath the Sabertooth. And then we're gonna move down a little bit. You do not want to stand there, dude. Okay, you might have gotten out of trouble there. With our... You know what? I'm not even going to do that. Actually, I might. So, Signong can first aid. And we're going to do that on Helera. Not that it's going to do much that I expect, but we'll see. We're going to stand at the edge of the fire here. Shoot at the Drengar. Crit took him out. Amazing. Ending your turn. Crit took out another. There's 4 left here. I'm assuming one's the gate again. So realistically, there's 3 left. Drengar, Ulfark, and then wasn't there like one way over here? Maybe there's one behind the gate again. So I only see the... Oh, 3 enemies. Ulfark, Ulfark, Drengar. Okay. I'm not sure I can get the shot just right here with all this, but I am sure as hell gonna try. I can. So this hits the Ulfark, the Drengar, and the door. 1 down. Because I hit the door, this is a free shot. I was hoping to take the Ulfark down, but that's fine. Going down, ending turn. Can I get there with Weldacram without being set on fire? I'm also going to heal Taurus so he's not on fire. So first thing we're gonna do is headbutt. I wanted to headbutt. I don't think that's actually gonna do as much damage as Weakening Blow, unfortunately. It would have been funnier to take that guy out. Urkashet the Ulfark. Oh no, this is Helera. This isn't Urkashet. Still took him out. And then moving up so we don't get caught by the battering ram. Do not. Do not. Okay, none of these guys are mine, right? Because they're about to go kaplooey. I should heal Pumbaa too. If I have anyone left that has first aid. Okay, Hammy. Load trays does not. Gruffy does not. And Jizzliz does not. Okay. Zap. You go down to that. Unfortunate. And Karbam. You guys decided to stand there. I'm just gonna point that out. Now, if... Signong, we're gonna run back to Pumbaa. First aid Pumbaa, because when I break this gate, it's gonna pass around. Stupidly. And then bash through these two because they got in my way, and we're gonna break the gate. Which, if I would have left alone, would have burned down, but whatever. Do I see more towers over there? This could be a thing. So 46 versus 31. Okay, that is not a tower. This is just Yarl Ivos, not High Yarl. So there's going to be more fights after this, I'm assuming. Oh, tricksty are we? So you can get to that tower. I'm going to need to place a battering ram where Manel is here. I think. Can't get there. I'm hoping. Okay, I can get in contact with it. It was being tricksty. So that's how I'm gonna get those towers down without being too hurt. Beyond that, let's see here. A lot of low health people over here. So all this is definitely doing some damage. Inquisitor really can rip these people apart. Can probably get to that Ulfark in the back if I'm being honest. Yeah. And then it's a matter of just getting my people in here. Definitely want Hammy. We can trade out the almost dead people. Lydric, you're coming in. And we'll grab Manella as well. Trade you out. Let's grab some of the legionaries. Or at least, like, people who aren't half dead. Because they can go in some of these slots. Thought there was like one more I could put someone in. But I suppose not. Okay. And just double checking. Oh, Jizzliz. I almost left Jizzliz out. Everyone else can get through. They just gotta go through that fire. And Jizzliz can come up here to help break this. Okay. So Scold, they're not going to be doing too much. And then that Ulfark over here, who will be going down. Because they actually can do some damage. So Axe Throw. Go up to Huskarol. Hound Huskarol. And the Inquisitor got us galvanization already. getting her slightly out of the way. I'm going to use Silent Slaughter here. I'm curious, so I haven't used this in a hot second. So they just lose a little bit of health, right? Yeah. So that was worth it. Cool. I don't understand that, but for sure. Whatever. And then giving another Scald Rage is amazing. So Einharjar up top, he's probably not getting anywhere, so I don't care about that. Then Elfir over to the side. So what we're going to do here is Aldous can Piercing Shot. So that's 2 down. Recoil these 2. They go down. Then we're going to Suppressive Fire over here, because it's not worth using it on these 2. And, yeah, I think he just, did what he needed to for the entire battle. So he can end his turn. No, no, no. I'm going to give it a second. So reminder, last time it froze in one of these siege battles, I had to restart it from the very beginning. So it's a really good thing I'm not doing that hardcore playthrough. Otherwise, this would have been the 3rd spot on this playthrough that I would have had to end this. 2nd spot in this DLC alone, just due to like bugs. Because sometimes I might be able to reload in, but yeah, it's frozen. I gotta restart. After totally wiping out the right side there, that was unfortunate. Probably gonna cut out a lot here. Yeah, so it's totally making me redo this battle. So from here, I'm just gonna kind of fast track things. So this is where things may get a little wonky looking. So just so everyone is aware, that is why I'm gonna do that, just because of that little bit. I gotta admit, it's kind of weird that it's been crashing like that, because I haven't had problems with crashing, like actual crashing until I got to this DLC. So really wonky. Oh, we got our friend. I think I reload anyway. Like, there was some stuttering in the game, there was some lag every once in a while. I never had the, like, except for the one time in the cave there, where it just, like, absolutely froze. So I have no clue why it's been doing that. It is unfortunate, but I realistically could not tell you why. You know, I've gotten scared a few times now because of how much it's lagging and stuttering. Like, right here, that it's gonna freeze again. Like, holy hell, my heart cannot take this much right now. Okay, please let me step out of this. I think I'm mostly out of it. Please let Aldous be out of this. Please let Aldous be out of this. But Jarl Ivos is out here now? Wasn't Jarl Ivos in there last time? I am confused. Alright, it's about to be judgment time for, At least we willpowered that. At least we were able to willpower the lightning that hit Aldous, but I still refute the fact that that even should have happened. And then we'll just get through the gate. Let's see if we can do it this time. Is it the same Yarl? You know, this cinematic does not need to happen every single time. Yes, it's cool to see the first time, but it is putting such a strain, especially with these water effects on my computer right now. Okay, so let's redo this. I forgot that I could do this. Just makes seeing people harder, but... There's no Yarl here, by the way. We took the Yarl outside. So I can get in contact with that tower. I had no one in the battering ram for the second battering ram this time around, stupidly. So I have to have another plan to take out the other tower, which I have, but I have to take that one out differently. But now this fight's very different because the Yarl, who I thought was supposed to be here, was outside. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Thanks, that Taurus just starts on fire. There's a free spot right there. So that can be Helera, that can be Signong. Oh, Yarl Ivos is alive again out here. So, have fun with him out here, guys. So this Huskarl goes first. He really can't get anywhere. And then an Einharjar. So I'm going to take out the Einharjar. Actually, let's make sure people are in the right spots. Where's Aldous? There we go. So yeah. And Jizzliz. Jizzliz. There you are. I would actually really like for you to be up front and center. So you can help take out some of these guys, but we'll see how this goes. Alright. Now we'll start. So, this is kind of where I'm picking up off of, probably because of I just deleted a bunch of footage getting here, but this is where we were picking up off of once the game, you know, froze there, as you kind of saw last time. So Battlefield, I think I showed this already, but just in case I cut it, it's acting weird again. there's no Yarl up here. I beat the Yarl, which I know I'm going to be showing, in the original Upfront Siege. Jarl Ivos was out there. But he resurrected, so it's being very, very buggy. So I have no clue what's going on. So I'm just going to treat this like a normal fight, and then all my allies can go fight him. So, Einharjar down. I'm going to dash through these three. Guess I got to go up a little bit farther. Axe throw on Huskarl. And she just took out 4. They're going to be running at him. I made sure he really couldn't get anywhere. And then Ulfark on this side wants to go. So, actually, what I'm going to do first is get Skada to go. And we can get the Ulfark. We got like a straight shot at him. We reloaded since we were far enough away. I'm going to critical hit, so I'm going to reload again. And then we're going to take him out. I'm going to do Silent Slaughter, just taking a random person out. Looks like an Elfir somewhere. Probably over by, yeah, Oria. I was expecting this one, but that's a Huskarl. No one is engaged in combat, but what I can do here is fire, making it easier to take out all of these guys right here. And oh, Scott, she gets more shots. So I'm going to take out the Drengar. Actually, I'm going to shoot up with Aldous here. Or just shoot there. So either way, I want that Drengar. So we're taking out the Huskarl. So let's get back a bit here. Or should I take out that Drengar there? He's kind of out of the way. Let's take him out. And then we got multiple shots again, so hitting the Huskarl. And down they go to the multiple shots. There we go. I love Gunner. I love it at this level. I know I had problems with it with my first crossbowman and the Iron Man, but that's just because I wasn't getting the many shots off. Late game, it's kind of cool. Also, I do apologize for the lag here. But with all the effects that are going on, like, there's not much I can do. So Drengar, and then the Scald right here. So this will be easy enough. We're gonna have Jizliz go. Take these two out, then we'll run over here. So there's 3 more down. And I'm going to have her run to get out of the way here. Yeah, spread your fire. Aldous is going to be next. I'm going to have him shoot up with piercing. This should take all of them out, I think, except for maybe the Drengar. Including the Drengar, because of critical hit. We're going to move up. We're going to recoil these two. I didn't notice... Oh, that's a Skarl down there. Or Jarl down there. That's fine. Then we're going to move over a bit, because I plan on using suppressive fire here. So I can hit everyone but the Einharjar. I'm fine with this shot right here. And realistically, everyone but the Ulfark goes down. Well, 2 Ulfarks, I think. Ending his turn. There's 9 left, including the Yarl outside, who actually needs to go down before I can raise the flag. I was kind of interested to see how this was going to go, but they've made it so I can't get to the Yarl, which is kind of interesting. But I guess I'll go by Scruffy, give him first aid, then we'll aim and hit the Yarl. I'm waiting for someone to actually get into combat with the Yarl, and then I can pop some stuff off. There we go. So, once things get done, I can pop Inferno and Call of the Brave. That way he loses health. I get an attack of opportunity on him. Worst case scenario, I catapult him and do some damage to him. Alright, so I don't see who's going next. So I'm gonna Captain we'll Captain Clarence here. Go up to the Scald. See if Frantic Chain gets me extra hit here or not. If not, that's 1 down. And final blow is... I thought it would be another down. Well, we will Buckler Strike into final blow. There we go. You guys really aren't doing much to him. Ludian, let's have some fun, bud. Not sure we're actually gonna get into the combats. There we go. Bandit focus. Throw your axe. Rampage on the Einharjar with full health. They're down. Throw your axe. 1 more down. Hunt strike on Ulfark. I'd say throw your axe, but there's no one to throw your axe at. And down they go to fire. We're just going to get ahead of things here. Go straight at Archer Tower 1. It's down. Hopefully we survive the burning so we can go at Archer Tower 2 later. Bears cannot get anywhere. Thought Manel at least had first aid. I'm pretty sure Theham does, and then I can go take out the elf here. So healing the bleeding off of magic just for later. And then we'll go, like I said, take out this elf here. Making sure he goes down by using throwing knife first. I guess ending my turn. Helera, can you heal Taurus? And then let's just get up here. I see that this Huskarl goes next, but I don't have anyone to hit him with. bleeding off of everyone that matters. So, alright. Taurus. Gonna infused axe. And then Call of the Brave. All enemies adjacent to an ally are hit by an attack of opportunity from that ally. So Taurus is going to do an attack of opportunity. Foot Soldier did an attack of opportunity on the Yarl. I guess we didn't do too much to the Hoos Girl, but that's fine. I'm assuming if we go around, like so, we can just take out the Elfir. So switching to defensive, we're gonna precision and then burst. Got the attack of opportunity. We're just gonna wait here. Alright, can someone please do something to the Yarl? Thank you. He's down. The last thing I want to do is hit this Hoos Girl because I'm going to have to take out all the enemies anyway. But then ending his turn, and time to go raise the flag because all enemies are down. Some magic. Actually, is Gabine up here? No. I guess we're going to take some burning on magic to be able to do this. Which is unfortunate, but we'll do it anyway. Raise the flag. He's going to take some burning damage. So I got to be careful with him. 19 rush in. I think my conditionals reset if I get to use them at all. Oh, no. Never mind. Alright. Who goes first? Elfir, then Ulfark. Ulfark, just making sure I can't get to Oldest. And you're not getting to magic. Gotcha. Inquisitor. Let's go for the Elfir. Can the Axor end them? It Axor ends them. Running through these 3. Well, I can end these 2 just by running. And then pound on Einharjar. Sounds perfect. Getting out of the way. Ending turn. Almost looked like he was going to run through the wall there. Okay, that hurt just a tad. Next is Drengar, that's up top. Oh. You know, we can do a lot of damage with Jizliz. So let's do just that. So I'm gonna precision for some rage. Hoping to get a crit or 2. We did not. Bursting them down. And then I'm going to run up to the Ulfark. Switch to attack stance. And do thrashing on them. There are those crits I wanted. And because I haven't used opportunistic burst multiple times this battle, I could do it again. So I'm going to run to the Sabretooth and defensive burst Sabretooth. I really hope I can hit people with the Yarl. I can hit a few, okay. So hitting the Skuld first. We crit, so we reload. I also hit people from a certain range, so I reload. I'm going to aim so I can hit the Sabretooth. Because that was the thing that was going next. We're then going to hit the Ulfark. Gonna take them out. I think I reload. Trying to hit the Ulfark again. Alright. She really clears things out when she wants to. It's ridiculous. Alright, Huskarl on the left. I've done your suppressing fire. Oh, just Liz hasn't gone. It's gonna take the scrap. Almost 1,300 damage to both of them, so single swing of her hammer took them out. Iron Harjar. Running down. Ending turn. Magnificent. Okay. Next we have... We'll go easy. Hackert. Elfir. Knife throw. I think I can run to the Skuld and do crippling blow. And even because we ran, we did that extra knife throw. There's 2 left. A Drengar and a Huskarl. Let's see. Hammy would have to go around. So, Julin, let's have fun with the Drengar. Destabilizing kick. And then Eternal Glory Strike getting me more Valor points. Because we can. Then Ludian. Bandit Focus. Throw axe. Rampage. Battle's won. Now, the High Yarl wasn't in this fight, and he was our target. He's a big one. Lord of the World's Edge. Hi, Sven. A new round is starting. 2,000 armor, 1,600 health. Despair. Inexorable Strike. Ignores guard and all forms of damage reduction. When this unit's armor hits 0, Inexorable Strike becomes Storm, dealing less damage to all units in the area. Ignores guard, all forms of damage reduction. When this unit drops below 50% health, Storm becomes Execution. Deals enough damage to kill the target if they are not elite. Otherwise, deals 130 to 150% damage, ignoring guard and all forms of damage reduction. Whew. I think I want Gabine back. Okay, Gabine. Gonna run over here, get me my valor points, galvanize my troops. Gonna ovation for that riposte. You're gonna hit him. You're gonna weaken him. And that's gonna be that. Because I forgot to first aid before doing anything else. Legat, you have first aid? So we're gonna go run over to magic. First aid that. You're gonna reload. You're gonna hit the boss a few times. And you're gonna run over here. Actually, no. You're gonna run right here. So I might need to catapult that tower. Hopefully this doesn't knock back. Okay, we dodged that. And dodged that one. Good job, Gabini. Magic, we're going to take the armor just in case. Gonna hit Sven. So, shot 1. Attack of opportunity. Shot 2. Attack of opportunity. Reloading. Shot 3. Attack of opportunity. I think we reload again. Shot 4. Attack of opportunity. And that's that. We're going to get away from this tower. Preparing. Okay. Ending his turn. He's going to attack 2 more times. We didn't get hit twice, but that's no biggie. Attack of opportunity. He has almost no armor. He's not doing much to Gabby in here. Got me some valors. I would love to run in with Ludian. How much is this going to do? 15? Ludian might be able to finish him off. So, what we're going to do. Bandit focus. Throw axe. We're going to run. Throw axe. We're going to rampage. Because if we crit, we do more damage. Reminder. Like, significantly more damage. He's almost down. Throwing axe. And attack of opportunity. He's down. That was not bad at all. I think we just won. I think that's the end of the Skellmar invasion. Because Sven, the high oh, it keeps all this stuff. The High Yarl is down, so I'm not sure if I want to keep this. Actually, what am I saying? I was thinking I had to throw it on Lydric and then give up prosperity, but I can give it to Clarence or Cleance. But yeah, either way, he can use it instead, which ignores guard and all forms of damage reduction and be a duelist with this. So I'm probably going to do that. Then there's a bunch of stuff here that I just got that I'll look through later, but realistically, most of this is probably getting sold. The really good thing is the despair. So taking all that, we're going to repair, and Ludian got a level up off of that, so he is officially level 12. I'm going to pump strength. And then he can get Daredevil, so I'm not sure how I feel about this one, considering, you know, I can only use one bravery move a turn. However, this unit's damage increases as their health decreases, and their attack always lands a critical hit. Now, this actually would have had some use in that fight because he was at like half health, so he would have gotten a pretty good buff to attack there. However, and his attacks would always crit. However, realistically, what else would I get here? There's not much else for me to get here. So I think I am going to take Daredevil, just in case it is one of those rare situations like this one. I don't think it's going to force me to have these very long battles again, unless because the only things I have left to do now are the Beast Hunt, and I'm not sure how those battles are going to be. But up until the Skellmar invasion, battles were 1 to 3 rounds long, not these really drawn out ones. So I'm not sure Daredevil is going to get much use, but I will take it just in the off case it is the best option to do. Alright, let's talk to some people. Here's that gold. It's a gold key, not a ornate key. I need an ornate key to get to that thing.
You won't see me licking the Countess's boots. The truce between the bandits and the guard was only temporary.
I kind of wish she wasn't here either. Trust me. I wish I listened to your advice.
This may be the last time we see each other. I'm returning to the capital tonight to report the details to the General.
Nice working with you.
Don't worry. I'll make sure that Skellmar converts find their place in Edoranian society.
Hoping for it.
There are still a few isolated Skellmar in the region. I intend to leave a few men behind to take care of them.
Good to hear that you're actually taking care of people, Captain.
We've done it. We've done it. I knew the Countess would lead us to victory.
She didn't do anything, trust me. Now you.
May Saint Giroux bless the day when the Montrevels kicked all the invaders out of their lands and reconquered their county. I hope you realise what an honour it was for you to fight under my banner.
You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. And you wouldn't have won if it wasn't for me. It wasn't an honor to fight under your banner.
The Battle of Forecastle Rock is a huge success. The Skellmar have been routed, and the county has regained its rightful ruler. The General will be altogether satisfied.
I suppose there's that.
The same goes for the Hierophant. I'll tell him how we killed the heretics and drove them all the way back to their ships. Dozens of them must already have drowned in their attempts to escape.
And now your reward. I know this is all you care about. I'll settle my account with you promptly, so you can leave my county as quickly as possible.
And you just want to kick me out now. 500 gold is all I get for getting your entire county back for you. And saving your life. And saving all your men. Seems like a pittance. Seriously.
No need to thank me any further. You are dismissed. I'm sure other contracts await you.
You realize I've gotten paid much, much more for much, much less. I am disappointed with you, and I hope that they overthrow you. You have finished the Orme scenario, and it's time for you to explore other regions. I wish I didn't save her. I really wish I knew what would happen if I didn't save her in that, or like had let the bandit chief do her thing. So I'm gonna see what happens when I told you to inspect this. What the heck? If I can get myself to the counties, more or less, to give me stuff, because like some of them here can give you like braised chickens every rest, things like that. So I'm gonna try to finesse this as I try to exit, and we will go from here. I think this is going to be the Sepulchre up here then. So I will pay the Sepulchre a visit. And then in the next episode is the final DLC, the Closely Watched Bridge, which is going to be the Beast Hunt, which is Frigga. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry about the long episode once again, but when the game crashes like that mid-combat, it does make me restart the entire fight over, so I'm not sure how much of that I'm cutting out quite yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big section, but yeah. But that's going to be the idea for the next episode, is I'm going to be quickly going to the sepulcher, which I believe is right here, and then I'm booking it to the beast hunt. So that'll be it for this time. As always, Osho, well, I'll see you next time, and please, have a good one.